Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another Manchester United Liverpool show. The Man United podcast meets the analysis at Anfield podcast, brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note, aka Man of the People. Saint will be here shortly, people. He's slightly running late, but don't worry, Saint will be here. Big up to everyone, as always, who's supporting Sarcasm City TV in whatever capacity. Large up everyone who's supporting the channel. Please make sure you continue to support in the manner in which you all have been. Hit the like button on the video. Make sure you do that. Hit the like button on the video. Share this across all of the socials. And on top of those two things, subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV as well. It is road to 7K people. So let's bump up the likes. Let's get these likes up. I don't know how many. We're already in double figures. Let's get up to 20 likes. Share it across all the socials as well. You can share it across all the social media apps you lot are active on, or go to Sarcasm City TV on Twitter and on Instagram. You can share it from there. And like I said, subscribe to the channel. Please keep all your questions Manchester United or Liverpool related, people. Liverpool hit Leeds for 6 on Monday. Manchester United in crunch time versus Sevilla in the Europa League. I was going to say tomorrow, but now it's technically today if you are in the UK. Time zone. So I'm sure we'll be discussing those two things plus more. But like I said, get your questions in. And of course, if you super chat, we'll get straight to your comment, straight to your question. And on top of all that, I know there's a lot of information to take on board. Link for the membership is in the pinned comment, people. Link for the membership is in the pinned comment, people. So if you want to join the membership, many great perks, including how to get on the channel, check out the membership, like I said, which is in the pinned comment. Big up to Ravi, big up Mix Mitchell, Peter G, United for Life as well. Peter G, I don't worry, I'll star any questions that you lot have for Saint as well. United for Life says Upamecano was tripping, always got a mistake in him. He did slip, but you know, we are on a Liverpool show and they know all about players slipping at the wrong moment. Montana says, yo, big up to Marcel, who says, bless up, Flawless and Saint, real ones. This show is always box office. Yeah, it's always jokes, this, 100%. Man have a pink comb to match the pink hoodie. That's on accident, but it does match. You know what I'm saying? It's cold out, it matches still, and it's the same pink. It's not even off pink. It's the same pink and that. You know what I'm saying? I might have to start doing that. I might have to get the pink cap as well. You know what I'm saying? Not the hat. I'm talking about, you know, the do-rag. Here we go. But Marcel, very, very observant, man. Very observant. Big up to Warrior J. Big up my guy C1 every single time as well. So Saint, Flawless, two-man step. You already know C1. Large up to you as well. Let's see what you lot are saying. Mohammed says, Flawless, would you start Ericsson, Fred as midfielders and bench Sabitzer and Shaw to rest for the FA Cup? I'm not resting anyone for this game. Like I seen it said that Rashford, Sabitzer, Shaw are all in training. There's another name I'm forgetting, but I seen those three get named. If those three are 90% fit, 85% fit, I'm playing them. Rashford, I'm playing. Shaw, I'm playing. Sabitzer, I'm playing. Them man are 85% fit or more, or even 80% more fit or more, I'm playing them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not going to be, you know what I'm saying? Actually, let me say this. If they all play at their maximum, not just those three, but the rest of the players will win that game. I've already said about Sevilla, if we don't win that game, I'll be livid. I'll be absolutely livid if we don't win that game. I'm looking at Casemiro. I'm looking at Ericsson. I'm looking at Sancho. I'm looking at Anthony. I'm looking at Martial. They're the 5 players I'm looking at to deal with the game for us. They're the 5. You know what I'm saying? If you lot all perform to a high level, we win that game comfortably. 2-3, 4-0. Yes, it's a big if, but these are games where the better players need to stand up. Like we've all, well, myself and other United fans have waxed lyrical about Casemiro, how good he's been this season, how good Ericsson's been, how good Anthony's been as of late. The people who believe in Sancho, and we all know he's a talent. Same with Martial. We've all wanted Martial fit and available for the longest time. Now Martial is fit and available. So it's on him to now deliver. It's on him to deliver. Sancho, stand up. Sancho balls out in this game. You know how much that helps the conversation with him. If he balls out not only in that game, but from now to the end of the season and helps us pick up 2 more trophies. And the talent is there. Ball out. You know what I'm saying? Forget about players around you and systems and all this. Sancho, Anthony, Martial all have more than enough talent and have the correct players around them to do the business. You have Eriksen, you have Casemiro, you have Sabitzer as well. We're throwing the mix. 100%. You know what I'm saying? And that. Now, Saint on fam duty still, but Saint he'll be back, Marcel. But yeah, man, black folks always late. You already know what it is. You already know. But yeah, would I, like I said, no, I would fully go De Gea in goal. I'd go Wan-Bissaka right back. I'd play the low left back. Luke Shaw, if he's fit, I'm playing Luke Shaw. I'm playing Lindelof. That allows us to play a higher line, even though Sevilla have no pace in behind. So unless there's a player missing, they had no pace whatsoever up top or in any attacking areas. Casemiro, Eriksen, Sabitzer, you know what I'm saying? Anthony from the right, Sancho from the left, and Martial up top. That's what I'm going with. And if that team don't deliver, I'm looking at all of them funny. Because me and Cam obviously have the United Arsenal show tomorrow, but that's just going to be me ranting if we get knocked out. 100%. 110%. Yeah, Jack, this is it. I'm banking on our midfield and attack to get us through. That's what I'm looking at. For the longest this season, I've stated about how we are stronger defensively than we are going forward, which is true. But now when I look at the team, I think we're better going forward than we are defensively, even though Luke Shaw being back will be a big help. Because I believe he's a better centre-back than Maguire, and he gives us a lovely balance with the left foot as well. He gives us a lovely balance with the left foot, and then you got Dalot on the outside of him. That's enough pace there. You know what I'm saying? Lindelof, he's not quick, but he's not slow. And Wan-Bissaka, we all know how defensively Wan-Bissaka is fine. So if we want to play a high line and dominate the ball, we can. Absolutely. So that's kind of my what the fuck is that? Anyways, yeah, that's how I'm looking at it. But hey, you lot bump up the likes as well, man. What we doing? Only at 20 likes, and big up to Casually for the raid as well. Big up Marshall, big up the Casually gang for the raid. But let's get up to 40 likes, people. Hit the subscribe button as well. We're looking to get to 6,330. Only looking for 4 new subscribers, man. When you enter the city of Sarcasm, pay the toll. That's all you lot need to do. Pay the toll. But big up to Casually as well. Big up to Black Diamond, man, every single time. Montana says, might suit Dalot more, him playing left back similar to Cancelo. He has all the attributes to do that job. If he wants to invert, if he wants to overlap, he can do either or. So I'm with it fully. Like, I have no issues with Dalot, especially in a game like this. He's more than good enough. He can be an attacking outlet. We've seen it against Forest. Even outside of the goal, he's good going forward. Constant outlet. See the World says, give me a score for tonight. United 3-0. United 3-0. No, I'm not doing a watch along for Ryan versus Ryan Garcia versus Tank. No, I'm not. I'm gonna definitely do my best to catch it, and I'll probably do a recap. Big fights, big nights only. I may do a recap on the night on the Twitch, or I might do one the next day. But I'm definitely trying to do something for it. I won't 100% though, because it is late. But I won't do a watch along for it. Let's see what you lot are saying. Like I said, Saint will be here, people. Don't worry. But get your questions in. Keep them Manchester United or Liverpool related. And I will start any Liverpool questions for Saint people. I will start any. But I can keep the show on the road anyway. You already know how it is. You already know. What are we saying here? I keep me posted on the Lakers score in the chat as well. I know there's at least a couple basketball heads in the comment section. So please, you know what I'm saying? Please make sure you do. And I heard, what's the fitness with Garnacho? Was it Garnacho or was the other one? I can't remember. Like I said, I've seen 4 Manchester United names. But yeah, we'll see. See the World says, LOL, really? I say 1-0. I don't rate Sevilla. That's what that stems from. It's not because we're great and we can just roll through any team. Sevilla are crap. I thought they were crap before we played them. When I looked at where they are in the league. And then they played us. And even though we did our best to give them the game, they still couldn't win the game. Any proper team batters us. Any proper team, not even any proper team, any team with any form of substance going forward batters us if we play like that. 100%. That performance wasn't too dissimilar. Ironically, we're on the show and Saint is in the building as well. Liverpool. If we played like that against Liverpool, they'd clap us again. It'd be 7 again if we played like that. The performance, see that people need to stop doing this, the results-based analysis. Look at the performance against Sevilla and look at the performance that we put in against Liverpool. And it's not too dissimilar. It's not too dissimilar. Outside of us scoring 2 goals early on. Performance-wise, people, forget the result. And Liverpool have had a shocking season, but they have enough in attacking areas that if you perform poorly and give them enough of the ball, they will clap you. 100%. I really don't rate them. Yes, Saint is in the building as well, people. Yes, man. What are you telling me, man? You good?
Come on. I'm here. I'm good, brother. What are you telling me? You good?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm blessed, man. Good to have you here as always, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You already know. You already
Come
know.
on,
Big up to
come on.
Taza in the cut. I see you as well. Couple questions for you people already in it. Says Peter G says, Saint, do you think Liverpool could win their last 8 games of the season and sneak into the top 4 with 71 points?
This season, yeah, good question. This season has been so mad that you know what, it wouldn't surprise me. And we have said it, me and you both have said it. I've said
Yes.
before that I actually believe this was a while ago. This is when the games weren't so much. I was like, listen, I reckon we still get top 4 because
You said
just
this.
due to how dead the teams around us have been. Do you know them ones that Tottenham? You know, certain man are just dead. But I'm be honest with you, I haven't seen any level of consistency. We're just a team that slap man. Like I just heard what you said. You're very right. We're still the team that have got some potent forwards,
Yes.
especially now with with Diaz coming back and that. So if you give us enough of the ball, we will hurt you. But we have no level of consistency within our play that has showed me that we, brother.
You've been saying this for the longest. You've been saying, yo, we have no consistency.
Bro, patterns of play. I'm tired, bro. I'm when you can hear yourself saying something like, brother, shut up, man.
I heard
Like,
it,
I'm
yo.
tired of
You
fucking
lot packed to
saying it,
7,
bro.
and then I asked you, and I said, yo, does this change anything? And you was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? And then you man only just won a game since last Monday. Since then, yo.
But we're doing up 7. We're doing up 7-0 and 6-1 in that. Like, it's mad. But we've got no. Do you know what I mean? No. So like, I still again, not due to anything that we're doing. I just see it around us. We've got obviously quite a few. We've got like Luis Diaz coming back, so we've got pretty much a full team as well. So that could help. If I was to put a bet on it, like gun to my head, are we getting the top 4 or not? No.
First, nah, that's first. I fully get what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? And I get what you're saying with that. Oh yeah, before we continue as well, big up to Play Simple. You just became a member, just became a Sarcasm
big
citizen.
Up yourself, G.
Shout out to
Come
Play
on.
Simple and that. So Play Simple, check out all the perks in regards to the membership. Again, people,
Big up
membership
yourself, man.
link is in the pin comment, but Play Simple, much appreciated as well. Ravi says, question flawless. Thoughts on your injuries though when you have FA Cup also in the same week.
Big up Ravi as well.
Yeah, big up Ravi. Players are back. Like I said, Rashford's back in training. Sabitz is back in training. Shaw's back in training. Canacho, I know, is active again. So it's like players is back. And I don't, outside the Brighton game, I don't think we need our full strength team to beat the teams we are facing. I've already spoken in the Premier League and how we can drop points there. And Saint touched on it in this race. I don't think we're that great. The reason why I think we'll finish top 4 is by default. Because I don't rate the teams around us. Your Spurs, Villa are now coming up. You've got Newcastle, but they just got beat on the weekend. Brighton are making a late run in as well. Liverpool are also behind Brighton. So yeah, that's how I'm looking on it. And oh yeah, I forgot about this. This is a good one. Taza says, I've never heard Saint's opinion on Mason Money Minerals Merseyside Mount. Apparently he's already agreed personal terms with Liverpool. Thoughts? Yeah, thoughts on this. Because this is reports. We don't know how true this is, people.
This big up. Firstly, before I go into this, big up my guy Callum. Each and every time on Coppish, make sure you man are like,
yes, facts. Shout out the whole Coppish gang.
Shout out the whole Coppish family. You know what I mean? Big them up. I speak to Callum. And Callum's been talking to man. It's like, yo, like saying this English quoted thing, yeah, Mazine, fam. I said, what? He was like, yo, brother, it's mad. And I've been looking into it and that. You know, it's 8 man, bro.
Oh, you need 8 people?
Man. It's 8 man. That's why when you deep it, yeah, and it was them man that said it as well. And I was like, you know what? You're right, Callum. That's why Man City went and spent 100 mil on Grealish and they went and copped Phillips because they knew that they needed. Do you know what I'm saying? Like we have just let it run. Like, and so 1000% Mason Mount is coming. Like 1000 because we need that English quota. Do you get it? Like we need it. Like 100. Now, my answer would have been a little bit different had when I actually deeped it. I'm like, raw. We're losing Kelleher. We're losing Nat Phillips. We can't let go of man like Joe Gomez. we can't let man like what's it called? Curtis Jones. We cannot, bro. Like, bro, when you deep.
Does he fall under England? He's English, isn't it? He falls under English.
Yeah, that's a funny one. To be fair, I'm not
even trolling. I'm being serious.
I have to check, but it's if he's English, but yeah, it could be. I have to check still. Like, it's mad when you deep it. Yeah, you need 8 in the squad, otherwise you can't. You know what I'm saying? So.
Is it just 8 English players though? Is that it? Is it just 8 English players?
Yes, it's eight English players, or eight from the academy, or who you trained between 15 to 18, I think it is.
Oh, is it? Okay,
so there's certain man that you will have on your books that don't qualify as English quota for a certain time. Do you know what I'm saying? What's his name? What's my man's name? That's bare hard to Besesic.
Bajek or whatever his name is. Yeah.
He won't qualify until like the 2026 season and shit like that. Do you know what I mean? Bro, when you deep it, there's a lot of like, you're like, oh wow, like it's actually kind of techie. Like it is kind of techie still. I've also said, I've said many a time that Mason Mount fits Klopp's system perfectly. Do you know what I mean? Industry. Not bad at I think he'll fit into the pressing style. His passing could improve, but do you know what I mean? He just will fit in. He's a younger Henderson, I think, to be very honest with you. And so I feel like for the system, yeah, it makes sense. Plus the fact that Chelsea need to let go of a bag of bags.
Yeah, like, Chelsea got a lot of players.
Bag of
they got a lot of players to get rid of. Yeah.
With 1 year left, they can't be doing brazy stuff and trying. I know he's English in that, so it will chuck peas on. But I don't think they. I think because of the amount of money they have to recoup and like get rid of and that, I think we're probably looking in the 45, 50 M's region. Which, but yeah, no, the English quota thing has made me more be like, you know what? Yeah, we could do with a Mason Mount still because
first. And again, big up to Play Simple who's gifted 5 memberships. I know Taz has said this and that. Taz has put the comment here, but hey, Play Simple, salute to you in it. So everyone he gifted the 5 memberships to, if you are in the chat, make sure you say bless up in the chat to Play Simple for gifting.
Yeah, for real.
I'm saying being generous. Salute. Still over 60 of you like in the building. Let's get up to 40 likes, people. Only got 26 likes. Let's bump up them likes and subscribe to the channel as well. Big up to Casually FC again.
Do you know what as well?
Salute to them.
Do you know what quickly as well? One thing I would say. I think, Mason Mount would do. We need, bro.
Go on. I took a deep breath. I took a deep breath because he realized what you were just saying. Because I said, we need Mason Mount. Yeah, Jack Kennedy.
Brother, listen to what I'm saying, yeah? Listen to what I'm saying. Very, very good. Yeah?
I've listened.
Anyone that isn't a Liverpool fan in the chat, yeah? Outside of our forwards, yeah? Who's got the most goals?
Outside of your forwards.
Outside of our forwards.
That's a good
Who's
question.
got the most goals?
That's a good question. I'm just gonna guess and say.
Then you'll understand why I took the pause and why we need a Mason Mount. That's where we are. That's where we are right now, isn't it? That's where we are. You see, back in the day when like man used to be on streams and like Lewis and their Chelsea man used to try and paw man. Why don't you take such and such? And why don't you take such and such? Brother, I used to be like, dickhead, shut up. Now we're in the position where it's like, still like, let's talk in it. Let's talk.
Let's open the conversations.
C1, bang on. Marcel,
is it VVD?
Bang on with 3 goals, bro.
Well, I thought Trent. I would have thought it was
now
Trent,
do you understand why we are in a position where we need a Mason Mount? We need like a Lampard-esque run late into the box.
Yeah. You need someone.
Do you know what I mean? Can he will actually give us like, do you know what I mean? Within that area, will bang and actually give us some type of you know what I mean, go for it outside of our front four because it's mad, bro. Like, honestly, it's techie.
Nah, I hear you, man. Nah, 100%. I hear that. Like, I get that 110. He's of that profile. I get what you're saying. It is. So, do you, like I said, reports? Do you think you lot will sign him? You convinced you'll sign him?
I do. I'm convinced. I wasn't, like I said before. I really looked into the British, the quota thing. I was like, yeah, maybe. Like, depends. Like, now I've clocked it. I'm like, oh, raw. Like, one of our midfield signings has to be like English or do you know what I mean? A young, like, it has to be. There's nothing you can do about it. When you start looking in your own clubs respectively, you'll start seeing raw one. You're like, raw, actually, it's a bit techie. Like, and that's why there is this leverage on the English. Did you not realize? You know, like, I never really understood.
I didn't realize
it.
it.
Like,
Why did these
English players just cost more? Like, you know, what is that about? We just knew about it, but I was like, why? What is that about? Like, what do you mean? Like, we just like, yeah, cool. Oh, he's English, so we're gonna have to chuck another 20 minutes. Why is that?
Yeah, facts.
Because of this. Because you're going to need you know them ones there. You're going to have a squad with at least 8 Englishmen in it, so there is a tax on them, man. Because you see what I'm saying? Unless you're bringing them through the academy, and it's to stop like Chelsea doing what they did, stockpiling, man, and you know what I mean, and all of that, and you see what I'm saying? So
it's all crazy. It is. But yeah, speaking of that, obviously we haven't got to it. We'll get to it. You hit Leeds for 6. Leeds United 1, Liverpool 6. Thoughts on the game? Yeah,
you know what?
Clattered them.
It was a far better game than like I thought the game against you was. I just thought the game against you was just mad. Like, all the stars aligned, and it was like it felt like it should have had in the background, you know, like everything just packing them in. This, we actually played some football, you know, like we actually played bits of football and bits of like, you know what I mean? And we but again, it's nothing that I can honestly like look at and it give me confidence, because Leeds were horrific.
Yeah. Leeds are trash. Yeah, they were terrible. They was. And if Konate didn't have a bit of a madness, like, they never get that goal. Like, you know what I mean, bro? They were mad, bro. So, again, this is why when I was answering that earlier, there isn't enough for me to be like, nah, we've got it. But yeah, no, we smacked them for 6. I thought that we did, you know, nice to see. Darwin's goal was really nice. Yeah. Trent, I thought, actually had a really good game. I just thought we actually played well. Like I said, you never really heard me say that against you, man. When I said that, I just said, yo, we smashed you, innit? But I never really was like, you know, I thought we actually did all right. And yeah, I was happy, man. Yeah, it was. Okay, I'm saying, you lot were good, and like Leeds, as good as you lot were, Leeds were awful as well.
Leeds were awful. I'm not going to sit there and say that was an absolutely tremendous performance, because at the end of the day, however bad they were, you still have to slap them in it, which is what we did. But they were bad. They were bad, bro. They were really bad. And shout out to their keeper, because it could have been worse if it were.
Yeah. Meslier actually like kept them in the game. Well, not kept them in the game, but kept the score down.
Kept the score down. Still,
Marcel says, Saint, if we get Mount, McAllister, and Gravenberch, would you be happy with those signings?
I would be personally, yeah.
It's not a bad window for you.
That's what I'm saying. That's not bad. When you actually sit down and deep it, yeah. For me, and then that means that we'd keep Fabinho, and we keep Fabinho. We'd have Sertic there to cover that DM role. Give Gravenberch a little bit more. Do you know what I mean? Time. Got McAllister to cover that left-hand side. Yeah, bro. I think that would be nice. That would be a really nice window, bro. What, Marcel, what are you telling me? I would like that, bro. Personally, you see my voice? You would never have got that from fucking just a Jude Bellingham, a Tillemans, and some other freebie. You know, like that. Dead. No, this is actually, we could go in there. We could go in there with something. You know what I'm saying? Like, give Fabinho 6 months, see what one. If he's still not cutting it, maybe get a DM in Jan, do you know what I mean, or whatever. But we still got cover. Yeah, man.
I hear what you're saying. Yeah, because actually those players there, obviously profile wise, I'm talking because I've not watched a lot of Gravenberch or McAllister like that. They fit what Klopp's trying to do. Are you a big fan of Gravenberch?
Big fan of Gravenberch. I just don't think it's really worked out for him at Bayern, but he's cold, bro. Like he actually, for me, I think would be a very smart and crude Jude Bellingham swap. I think he brings very much the same type of. I fuck with Gravenberch a lot, man. I just feel like it just hasn't really worked out for him at Bayern, and there's a lot of man that it hasn't. Do you know what I mean? You got a man like Sabitzer over there doing bits for you.
Yeah.
I'm saying?
So, like, I'm looking at Sabitzer and like, yo, why did you not let him go? You know what I'm saying? Like Sabitzer's, I would definitely take, you know what I'm saying, Sabitzer. Like,
I thought so, Marcel. Marcel's with that. Yeah, I'm with that, bro. That's the type of intelligence. Like, I'm glad you're saying stuff like that because man just think I come out here to just moan, bro. Like, you know them ones there, man ain't moaning, bro. I just think we're moving stupid, bro. We start moving like that. Do you see what I'm saying? Yo, yeah, man.
And that wouldn't be too expensive. You know what I'm saying?
That's not impossible, bro. Do you know them ones there? Like, and McAllister, just because of like, and McAllister is a 50 million, 60 max million pound player, but that World Cup win shakes it. So you're gonna probably, you're gonna push the boat out a little bit. I don't think them man are really feeling Gravenberch like that. Do you know what I mean? I think you could, if you're savvy, you could do that. And Mount is Mount. You get what I'm saying? You was always going to get Mount. You're going to get Mount. Just get Mount, innit? Yeah.
Facts. Has there been any price point on Mount? I've not heard any price.
I haven't heard any price point. I'm just trying to think of. I'm thinking personally. It's his last. The thing is, I think Chelsea were going on dumb, innit? I don't know. I haven't heard price point, but I think they were expecting quite a bit. But I think when they've looked at it, they're like, "Raw, we can't. We've got to let." The only thing for me though is Mount is probably one of their only real valuable players. Like they're dealing with man like Cullen, Hudson-Odoi and that. Like, do you know what I mean? You know, like that, like real dead food, fam. Like, so it's like Batshuayi and them man, they're still on their books, right? It's dead. So like, it's a bit techie for them man. So I think they might be looking at like LFC for the double saying 80 mil. That's a madness.
Yeah, 80 mil you for Mount.
Madness. No way for 80. But I think 50 mil. For me to say 50 mil for Mount is like, but yeah, like, do you know what I mean? Especially because of that tax as well. Cool. I would say about 50 mil. Yeah.
Nah, fairs, yo, fairs.
Loftus Cheek. Yeah, Loftus Cheek. Man, that they're getting peanuts for. So like, you know what I mean?
100%. LFC for the double says, Saint, who is your preferred front three? He's saying his is Diaz, Nunes, Salah. Do you have a preferred front three?
All of this Nunes on the wing bullshit, allow it. Long. It's long, bruv. It gets long and then our play just gets very predictable. I feel so sorry for him, bruv. And then when Trent gets the ball, looks up, spams it to him, man's got to take on 3 man with very little technical ability, but just raw pace and power. It's just long.
It's just raw pace and power.
It's just long. Do you know what I mean? Like, allow it, bruv. Let him play in the middle. And I think Gakpo's techie, but I think he needs time to just learn that. Do you know what I mean? That false 9 role that we want him to do. So yeah, let Diaz. And Diaz a problem, you know. Diaz a problem, bro.
I've been impressed with Diaz.
It just shakes your whole back line, bro. You'll just start sucking man paws. Do you know what I mean? In different positions where you can't be, you know, like that. And before you know it, there's gaps and like Salah. Yeah. Play him in that middle. Play Salah on the right. Play Diaz on the left. That's mine as well.
So you're saying Diaz, Nunes, Salah. So no Nunes on the wing. Alright, that's fair enough.
You know bro. On that Nunes on the wing.
That's fair enough. I hate what you're saying. You lot continue to get your questions in as well. Ravi says, "Oh no, I got to this in regards to the injuries." Question for Saint: what sense is selling or loaning out Carvalho when Liverpool need a player like him? Your thoughts on Carvalho? Because you've spoken on Carvalho before, but I'll let you get to this.
What's the sense in buying him, bro? What's the sense in getting him, bro? What was the sense in getting him other than just shagging a man's career, bro? Like, I don't understand. We do need a player like him. I've been saying this. We need a tactical change. We don't need a player like him. We don't need a player like him in... Well, it's mad. I say that, yeah. We don't need a player like him in Klopp's system right now because we don't really play with a 10. But when earlier on in this, Was it earlier on this season? No, it wasn't because we were getting smoked. But end of last season, when Bobby started playing that 10, we were like, yo, this is getting the most out of him. Like Bobby looks like a new guy.
Mm-hmm.
We were doing well, so it would have been nice for what's it called? For Carvalho, because we've got a lot of players that could play that 10 role. Like Bobby being one of them, Carvalho, Gakpo, like, do you know what I mean? There's a lot of man like that could play that 10 role in it. But he's not really utilizing it. I don't really know what Carvalho's use is on the wings, and he don't really trust him in the middle. So I don't know. I just don't understand it. I don't get why we got him. What was the foresight? Do you know what I'm saying? You did all of that back and forth with Fulham to then do what? Like, it don't make. I don't know. I don't know what use it would be selling him or loaning him out. But him being on the bench, it doesn't make sense having a guy on there that clearly the manager don't trust. Do you know what I mean? Then it's just
not facts. I hear what you're saying. I fully hear what you're saying. Hey, big up to my guy Sid as well. Says good morning from India, Flawless. Big up everyone watching from all over, man. Man's watching from India.
Big up yourself.
Love that. You know what I'm saying? Big up my guy Sid.
Big up Sid, man. Big up.
And you lot, there's over 65 of you lot still in the building, and we're only at 29 likes, man. Let's get up to 40 likes.
Dead.
Hit the like check. 1 2 1 2 1 2.
I'm rolling my thing. I'm not coming back until it's at least what we on 21.
We're on 29. Fam. You know what I'm saying?
We need 35 likes at a minimum, bro. At a minimum, before you chat. Nah,
you lot taking liberties,
bro. You lot take, bro. I wasn't even at home. You didn't see you don't understand the speeds man was doing on the motorway to come and be here. You want to try and give out 29 likes? Nah, you're mocking.
Yeah.
Don't be pagans out there.
Facts, 100%. Like, yo, let's bump up the likes. Yeah, I see the likes going up. Girls up to 35 likes. Like Saint said, you know what I'm saying?
Minimum.
Like sub chat, Sid, big up again, Black Diamond, C1, all the regulars, all the new people. Let's get as many people.
That's mad, innit? That is mad, innit? Your whole team, yeah. Van Dijk it's not like Van Dijk's on 8 goals, right? Yeah, check him out, but he's on 3 goals, bro. Like, oh, mate, outrageous. Bro, this is how bad it is. Yeah, that man is actually here. Like I am. Bro, please give me Mount. I beg you.
You know, just for the profile, just
the profile. Yeah, I beg you. Someone that will actually lash outside of the box, or like, you know, like, will finish a move off and run late into the box, like, flipping hell, Reed, bro. Jesus, outrageous, man. That's bro. That is like that's the bare minimum for an attacking midfielder. Do you know that one there?
Yes, that is the bare minimum.
It's the bare minimum, Reed, boy. That's what I'm asking.
The bare minimum. You are asking for the bare minimum from an attacking midfielder. Run into the box and try and shoot. Try to get on the end of moves. Try to get on the end.
Bro, do what Bruno did for nearly, and he looked like Superman. Man was like, whoa.
Yeah, fuck.
Never seen this before.
Never seen it.
You know?
And it stands out like that, got to say. But that's a whole different conversation.
Man.
Stands out like that got us something. It's like, yo, we won nothing at the end of that, people. You know what I'm saying? X says, question for Saint. Where do you think you finish in the table? I'm thinking there's a real chance for you guys to end up in the Conference League, 7th place. Where do you actually think you finish? Because you said
when I said this earlier on, yeah. When I said
6, 7. Go on.
Excellent. When I said this earlier on in the league, in the season, man thought I was trolling. Man thought I was Thursday night, you're bumping. Oh, that tune's hard. I don't care what no one says, bro. That tune's hard. That tune has me humming it in the way. I'm like, But I'm done trying to say to man, like, you know what I'm saying? Conference League is very, 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 very real. It's realistic, bro. I think we finish in Europa League, bro. I think we finish 6th, to be fair.
So, you finish Europa League 6th place. All right,
yeah.
Fair. You know what I'm saying? And that's fair enough. And to Ravi, I'll get to this. Hassam's, I was on Battle of the North with Hassam on Monday. He said he's in the don't know camp now when it comes to Jude Bellingham. He's unsure now. You know what I'm saying? He was confident.
Unsure as in what? He's not getting him.
He don't know now, innit? He's saying he don't know. You know what I'm saying?
What? Hassam's actually coming out and saying he don't know something. When I've been watching this time, Hassam been coming out like he's got a line on yo, I know for sure. These ITKs don't know nothing. Like I said, Hassam, I've been hitting him personally, like, brother, who's your contact, bro? Like, what's going on? Like,
somebody
got niggas on the back line. Now man's talking about I don't know, you chief, Hassam. Wham to you, bro. Wham to you.
I call him a chief.
Nah, bro.
He is
Lazy,
like,
bro.
I knew that he didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
I
Guaranteed. Man,
knew
talking
he
about,
didn't know, bro.
I'll shave my head
Bro, he was
bald
telling
if he
me,
doesn't go
he's
to Anfield.
telling me, oh yeah, we're definitely getting taken over. I know who, I know what. Da, 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 da. I said, Hassan, who are we getting taken over by, bro? We're not getting taken over. What are you doing? Why are you doing this? What are you doing, bro? What are you actually doing? Relax, bro, big man. Like, stop it. It's embarrassing now. It's embarrassing, bro. It's embarrassing. Allow it, bro.
Are you not embarrassed?
Are you not? Come on, bro. I'm doing up all your money, and all 7 months later, you're still like, what's going on, bro? Mad thing, bro.
He really thought he was back, yo. He really thought, yo, like, yeah, I'll shave my head bald if we don't get Jude Bellingham. That's what he said. He tweeted it as well, actually.
This guy.
Shave my head bald.
I seen Grizz Khan doing up this and that.
Big up Grizz.
Oh, bro. Big up Grizz. Big up Hassan. Big up these, man, bro. I'm the realest one, you know. It's just because I'm not as big as them. I'm the realest one, bro. I'm real. Too real. That's why I won't bust. Like, I won't bust because I'm too real, bro. Get it?
Now you'll get there. We'll just take longer period, fam. Trust me.
Yeah, we'll take way longer, bro. Because man,
It's
even
gonna
look
take
at this
longer.
show. How much man back me now? Like, yeah, nah, you know what? Yeah, still,
Facts.
yeah, I thought you was just beat. Nah, bro. It's hurting me, bro. Hurting me. These men don't understand, bro. It's bro. These shows, they're what's it called? They're therapy for man. Do you know them way there?
Yeah,
like,
you get things off your chest. Nah, I hear you, fam.
Have to, bro. It's techie, bro. I tried to tell man, we're gonna get smoked by Bournemouth, you know. Man, bro.
You did call that. You can go back and check previous shows, people, as a playlist. And said that the show after following us beating my team, beating United like they did, and he was like, yeah, we still gonna go lose to Bournemouth. He's like, this don't change nothing. And he was right.
Goddamn thing.
I was like, yo, I seen Salah missing penalties. I was like, all right, Saint got a point. You know what I'm saying? It's like Saint got a point. It's crazy. Well, yeah, man, large up for Sam. That's my guy, man. Every single time, man.
Every time,
he is, even though he be putting these damn guarantees out there, they're a joke, man. Warriors, Jay says, flawless score prediction for the Sevilla game. We already said 3-0. We beat them.
3-0?
Yeah. I think we should be dust them up.
I like that.
I'm saying we should. You know what I'm saying? We should have dusted them up in the first leg, but we put in a piss poor performance, and even putting in a piss poor
like
performance.
Todd Bowley out here. I like it, bro.
Yeah, man. You know, I need to change that. I'm not going with the Todd B. Yo, dickhead, yo, 2-0 people. I say 2-0, yo. Don't put me with Todd B, yo. I gotta change that up, yo. 2-0 people.
Todd B's out here saying it with chest, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, he said that with chest. Yeah, we're gonna beat Real Madrid 3-0. So, all right, Todd. You know what I'm saying? So I'm switching 2-0 people. Well, comfortable 2-0. You know what I'm saying 2-0. We should beat them, man. Just because of Saint saying that, don't put me in there with Todd B. You know what I'm saying? And that. Yeah, it is. That's not what we're doing in that.
Black Diamond, you know what time it is, man. Come on.
Yeah, pick up Black Diamond as well. X says, looking at the places, 8th could be a conference if Newcastle finish in the top 7. Both the Europa League places from the Cups would move to the Conference League place down from 6th to 8th. Is this right? Because I know this.
This has just rocked my world, bro.
Yeah, because the FA Cup winner is more than likely going to, it's highly likely could be in the top 4. So whether that's United, whether that's City, whether that's Brighton. So that means if one of those win it, and they're all in, because they're already in. Well, Brighton are currently in
Brighton
in the Conference League spot. Yeah. So whether it's Brighton or United, but if it's United or City and they're in the top 4, I believe that Europa League spot does drop down. So what he's saying could be. Let us know in the chat, people. Is this the truth?
Yeah, that's a big comment, bro. Because I'd never even thought of that. It hadn't even come into my. But you're right. Still, then we're definitely Conference League, bro. Hondo.
Yeah, because he's saying.
And you know what's embarrassing? Because we won't even bring home the trophy.
Nah, you don't win Conference League. When you are playing up Narnia FC and all that, Ghent and Union Says Euro.
All right, then Narnia FC, we use one octopus to just done our clotting, bro. Like away in the bro. What's worse? Being in the Conference League or not winning it?
Not winning it. If you're in that shit,
not winning it. I lied. If you're in that, it should be light work, bro. No, we're not, bro.
Yeah. Like your Liverpool FC, like if you're in the Conference League, like 6-time winners of the champs, you know what I'm saying? Like 19 league titles, like you should be winning the Conference League 100%. Like if you're in it, like without doubt. But yeah, if it is, so that means obviously top 4 would be champs, and then 5th, 6th would be Yeah, 5th, 6th would be Europa League, and then 7th would be.
Europa.
Would it be conference? I'm not even sure how it works.
Seventh,
Oh yeah, that's what
seventh
he's
is
saying.
conference. Seventh is conference now.
Yeah, 7th is conference now, but he's saying if Newcastle finish in the top 7, why Newcastle? If 8th could be conference, I'm lost out to that. This is hella confusing because Newcastle ain't like, yeah. Oh yeah, is it because United won the Carabao Cup? And I think the Carabao Cup is a European spot, but because obviously it's looking like we're going to finish in the top 4, it could
bloody
be.
hell.
It
Is bad. I need a master's degree for this, bro.
Yeah. I need to Google this shit. It's it's ridiculous.
It hurting my head, bro.
Yeah. Because Marcel's saying here, it's true. Remember a few years ago when Burnley finished 7th and made Europa?
Yeah, no, you're right. This is what I'm saying. Bro, you're totally right. That's why I said as soon as he said that, I was like, wow, this is all making sense. Like, it's all, raw.
Wow, so Liverpool could end up if you're 7th or 8th. So 5th, 6th would be Europa League. And then 7th, Newcastle, they would also be in the Europa League. So then 8th would be conference. If it's Newcastle in there. And Newcastle are probably going to finish in the top 7. Mad. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Mad. Yeah, I'm going to have to Google.
And you know the wickedest thing? They don't even show them games, but on Thursday, they show the Europa League games.
Nah, they show them games, man, because they got Thingy on tomorrow. West Ham. Because West Ham are in it. Yeah,
but West Ham are in it. West Ham in what? Semi-finals?
Yeah, but they show it all the time. You just have to click the red button, innit? You know what I'm saying?
I didn't even know them things, bro. Man, I ain't watching no conference league, bro.
Bro, no conference league watch alongs in that. I'll do them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Listen, I've run down the Twitch. You know what I'm saying?
I'm all right, thanks. Cheers, mate. Thank you.
I just want it to happen just to see Hassan talking about that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Let's see if he's
I don't care. You know that I'm the only one because I've been saying this. So I'll grasp it with chest, bro. Them man, they're gonna look bare red faced, bro. Like bro, give me my damn flowers, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Cushions and that. Do you know what I mean?
Nah, you deserve your flowers.
Come on, man.
So X, what it is because if you win the Carabao Cup, then you will get a place in Europe. You know what? Why am I acting like I don't have Google in front of me? Let me just Google this shit and find out. Let's see this.
While you Google, I'll go through somebody's comments.
Yeah. That was the winner of.
Let's see.
Yeah, a European spot. 1 sec. I've started a couple anyway, innit? So
you have still.
Yeah.
Let's go through this. Saint, why shouldn't Klopp play Gakpo at the 10? Because he bought him as a false 9, isn't it? So, like, do the false 9 thing. I think if he bought Gakpo and put him at the 10, that would be really, really insulting to someone like Carvalho. Man would be sitting there like, yo, brother, am I invisible? Like, what's going on? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. And Gakpo hasn't shown me enough for us to change the system for him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, learn that 9 role, bro, because like you are more complete 9 than Mane was. Do you know what I mean? You're more complete 9 than Bobby is to some extent, though you're finishing in that. Do you see what I'm saying? It's just your movement. So score predictions done. We've done that one. Would you pick who would you pick for the player of the season in Man United?
Yeah, that's a good
that's a very good question.
That's a good question. That's why I started. It's either Martinez or Casemiro. They're the two. Because they're the two that you've seen.
Casemiro has to be.
It's easy. It's easily one of those two. Like, take your pick. Both been incredible signings. Both had a bigger impact than I expected. In particular, Casemiro, who like expecting a big impact from, and it's been even more important. But it's crazy. Right, let's see this.
That's a good question.
The winners of the Carabao Cup can earn a place in the playoff round of the Europa Conference League. Although this can be overridden depending whether their finishing place in the Premier League pushes them into a superior continental competition. If the Carabao Cup winners also finish in the top 4 of the Premier League, something that has been the case in every season since 2017, they will automatically qualify for the Champions League. If the Carabao Cup winner comes in 5th place, they're automatically entered into the Europa League group stages. In above cases, the Europa League playoff place awarded to the Carabao Cup winner will then be passed on to the highest placed team in the Premier League not already qualified for the Champions League or Europa League. So 6th or 7th place. So yeah, it's the same then. Yeah, because the runners-up do not qualify for any UEFA competitions. So it's currently CS, so it's currently 7th. However, the FA Cup could change that. Let me have a look.
Change that, yeah.
Don't say we don't. You know what I'm saying? Teach you like anything. As the winner of
Come on,
the FA
educational
Cup.
out here, bruv.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
100%.
Warrior J93. Say which defeat got you angry this season? Whew, been a few, bruv. Well, I got 10 to pick from, innit? The two that come to my head straight away, yeah. One relevant because we're doing a Liverpool Man United show, but I don't know if you man who've been rocking with us from the get go will remember the story where that pisses me off because it was early on in the season. It was like third game or something.
Yeah. It was early.
And I was on holiday, and we were smacking up United them times there, like for jokes. Do you know what I mean? I was on holiday with my shirt on, just seeing them Man United man like, swear down you're out here with your shirt on. Like, you know what time it is. You know what's gonna happen in it. Like, you know, like that. Like, I was still a bit like the season had just started, and even though I'd been saying we were dead, you know, it's my team, innit? I have to rock with them and that. So yeah. Them times if we had this show, you would have seen a different Saint. I'm not gonna lie. Man was, we're on this team. They're gonna move to back. I went to the hotel. I was ready. I had my fire stick. I was ready to watch that upstairs, but I seen a little bar thing. I seen man congregating. I said, I'm involved. I said, babes, I'll see you in a sec. Like, went downstairs and that, got my little beer, and I cried into my cup, bro. You know what happened? Cried tears, bro, into my. I said, I couldn't even see the second half. I said, I'm going upstairs, bro. Took my top off. I was livid, bro. I knew what time it was. We were done. That one, 100%, and then the Leeds first game. That's why I like that we duppied them because that one hurt, bruv. Somerville slapped us. I said, "Oh my god, man, we are finished, bro. Like we are actually." That was the one that really hurt me because I just knew the level of our inconsistency. I think it came at a time when we were slapping up. I think we just got duppied by Napoli. Then we were slapping up Rangers, but we were getting duppied by it was just the inconsistency levels. I knew what time it was, but I was saying, no, we're food.
There you go, people. Hey, you lot continue to bump up the likes, man. We're at 35 likes, 5 more, man. Get us up to 40 likes.
No.
Subscribe to the channel as well. Continue to get your questions in. Please just keep them Manchester United or Liverpool related. I'm trying to read up on this thing, but it's really confusing. I'm not going to lie, yo. So we'll have to break it down for me in terms of the runners up. But
so I said to you, brother, it's long, brother. Bro, when you were saying, I was getting very confused. I'm like, huh?
It's not confused in it. But all I know is that it's a possibility that Liverpool could be in the Conference League or the 8th place team could get it because that's on obviously the FA Cup and Carabao Cup winners. Well, it's not transferred to Newcastle, but it could be transferred to the FA Cup. You know what I'm saying? And that. But
what if City win the Champions League?
Then they automatically qualify for it anyway.
Then
so that don't
is fifth. No, there's fifth not also champion.
Nah. I don't work like that. No, only if they finish outside the top 4. Would that be the case? So if they finished outside the top 4 and win the Champions League, then they will get into it. Like Chelsea had done that. I think one year Chelsea won it, they were outside the top 4, and that's how they qualified for next. And then I think Spurs had to play, who finished 4th, had to play a qualifier, and I believe they won it. And then there was 5 teams because it's saying there a maximum of 5 Premier League teams are eligible for Champions League qualification. Yeah, that's what it's saying. So this is hella confusing. Yeah, should the Premier League club win the Champions League, they automatically qualify for the group stage, regardless of their league position. Yeah, should a Premier League club win the Europa League, automatically qualify for the Champions League. Yeah, if a club win the UEFA Champions League or the Europa League and finish in the top 4, their qualification for the Champions League through their league position is not transferred to another team. So yeah, I don't think it's transferred. So I think it is just top 7. But we'll find out, people. You know what I'm saying? We will find out.
Here to there says Saint. I say put Gakpo at the 10 to get all 4 of Nunes, Salah, and Diaz in the starting 11. I hear you, but it's Bellator is there top heavy. You know them ones there, and then it restricts you in the midfield. At the moment, who would you have as those 2? Like if you was telling me you was getting like a Gravenberch and a Kone or something like that, I'd say yeah, all right, we could rock. But right now, it's just too top heavy, bro. And the way we ain't really got patterns of play, that just makes me feel like you're having 4 attacking man and come 60 minutes, you still ain't scored. And it's just like, what the hell's going on? Like, you know, them ones there, like it's not like you're just we've got patterns of playing, we're peppering man, and we're just but you just got man out there because it's like, yo, you man are good. Just go and score, do something, allow it, bruv. Like, nah, man. It just makes the team a bit imbalanced for me personally.
Nah, facts. Nah, I fully hear what you're saying there. I fully get that. Yeah, X, you're right. West Ham can get a Europa League spot if they do win the conference. Yeah, that's how that works if they do win it because we're in the quarterfinals. Ravi says, question, Saint, how do Liverpool approach Forest? Oh, is that your next game? Is it Forest?
Mm-hmm.
Is it Forest?
How do we approach Forest? Can we check if that is actually? I didn't even. No, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't even know that was on this game.
Say that again, fam. Say that again. This guy's murdered on the
it is. No, I didn't even. It is at home. I thought it was. No, wait, no, it's at home. All right.
Let me see your fixtures. Actually, let's have a look at your fixtures.
Personally, I would go with pretty much the same team we did against Leeds. I liked it. And we are trying to get a level of consistency. I feel that I would probably, I don't know if it's too early, but I would probably start Diaz on the left, play the front three that we said in it with and put start Nunes.
So no Diaz.
No, I mean, I'd start Diaz on the left, start him. So no Gakpo for me. Bring him on in it. Or maybe start Diaz, but move Gakpo. Yeah, just keep Gakpo because he did play well, I guess, and then bring Nunes on. And Nunes does seem to be quite impactful as a sub, to be fair. When he's coming on, do you know what I mean? So yeah, maybe do that. Diaz, Gakpo, Salah. But I liked it. I thought Curtis Jones grew into the game. I actually thought he grew into the game. I liked his assist and that. So yeah, I would give him another run. Yeah, give a run out, and then just basically just pretty much do what we tried to do. Like I said, I actually enjoyed that game because I did feel that there was a game plan and we were actually playing ball. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, we were trying something. It wasn't just wallahi crosses. So yeah, no. Attack. It's mad that I'm saying this, but that midfield actually was quite industrious for being had a good game. I thought Curtis Jones, and they do the same thing, bro. Just be industrious in that midfield, kick that, and try and get the ball out to Diaz on the left. That's why I want him to start because I think he will open up a lot of space. I think their right back will have a torrid time, and then. Yeah, man, that would be our best.
Yes. And looking at your fixtures, you do have a favourable running still. Because you got Forest at home, West Ham away, Spurs at home, Fulham at home, Brentford at home, Leicester away, Villa are the only team you play in your last 7 games where you look at and go, all right, they're in form.
That's what scares me.
Well, 8, I should say. Yeah, it's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's the inconsistency levels. When you look at our inconsistency levels, it's those teams that have been our downfall this season. It hasn't been those teams that have been. Do you know what I mean? We can raise the level on one-off games, but playing teams, we hadn't scored a goal against a team placed below us, bro.
Wait, what? What do you mean you ain't scored? Wait, what?
We hadn't until we packed Leeds in 6. We hadn't scored a goal against a team that was below us in the table, bro. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about. Brother,
that's nuts.
That's what I'm saying. I don't care about all of these. What do you call it? All of these fucking Chelsea, Man City. Those games are calm.
Nah, you beat Everton. Nah, you beat Everton. They're below you. 13th of February, fam. You beat Everton. So you're saying in a long time, over a long period of time.
All right, in a long period of time. Go on, before that, go on, keep looking.
Let me keep going. I keep going.
Keep going in it. Keep going in it.
Let me see. I'm looking in.
Keep going in it. It was mad, bro.
FA Cup. Shit, you man really? Jesus Christ.
Brentford
were above you at that point.
At that
Leicester.
point, yeah, bro.
Yeah, December. Leicester was the 30th of December. Villa may have been above you at that point. That's Boxing Day. Yeah, you saying all
Look at where
last
you
year
are.
and that.
Look at where you are. Look at where you are, Flawless. Look at where you are. Right, get out of here, bruv. Like,
Yo, it's all the same. I didn't realize it was so bad for you.
man's
Lot.
talking
Jesus.
Boxing Day, bro. I said,
Boxing Day.
look at where you are, bro. They're scrolling. Like,
Hella scrolling, but I have to scroll all the way.
hella scrolling, bro.
Like to November
Hella
when you lot were playing
mousework,
Southampton.
Fam, Mazine out here. This is why I said to you, it's them type of teams there that really shook man out. Now you understand.
Nah,
When I come out, that's why you lot love this show, because like we keep it factual, we bust joke, but man
Facts.
don't come out here and chat shit. Bro. Do you know
No,
them
that's
ones
true.
there?
That's
Like,
true. That's true.
especially about my team, B. Do you know them ones there? That's whoa.
Nah, it sounded wild when you said it, so I had to get a time frame, but it's been a long time.
So my bad, not this, you know what I mean? But it was a hell of a long time.
Yeah, hell of a long time, like I said. Yeah, because you lot drew 0-0 to Chelsea, who below you. Scored against City, they're above. Lost 1-0 to Bournemouth. You know what I'm saying? Packed us, but we're above you. You beat Wolves, you know what I'm saying? First of March. So yeah, Wolves is the one. But like minus that, that's it. Everton, like, so you got Wolves 1st of March, and then Everton, which was the 30th of Feb. You know what I'm saying? All before Valentine's Day and that, yo, like, oh my.
Mad. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, look at that level of inconsistency, bro. That is crazy. I'm not saying winning, bro. I said we're talking about scoring goals. Look what you're looking at, bro. It's beating teams, bro. I'm like, oh, we ain't beating a team below us. No, brother, we ain't scoring goals, bro. Like, what the fuck, man?
Facts. Neil Gunner says, Saint, are you on the inverted Trent role? Because against Leeds, he was a midfielder in the build-up. Before this, are you against it? Were you saying you think it was a one-off, or is it something you'd like to see at certain points?
No, I'd like to see it. I think if he could incorporate that kind of quote-unquote Zinchenko type attacking role, do you know what I mean? And invert. I think that kind of follows on from Ravi's question. I feel like if we could do that more in the Forest and overload that midfield, with his passing ability, I think that is the way. It's just getting the right cover. Do you know what I mean? Because he is very much exposed. But at the same time, what helps is he's not having to run up the wing. Do you know what I mean? And leaving him more exposed. Do you see what I'm saying? He is covering less space. So it's just being more intelligent in those roles, do you know what I mean? In those attacking build-ups. But yeah, no, I did like it. I am probably for it. As opposed to making him, I'm more for that than making him an out-and-out midfielder. Do you see what I'm saying?
No, first. I fully hear what you're saying. Hey, you lot in the chat, chill out, man. You know what I'm saying? And that. Why are you lot even beefing, man? Like, relax. You know what I'm saying? 100%. You man just don't talk to each other. Yeah, man. I don't know why, man. I beef. I don't even know what's going on. I just seen a couple comments. I'm like, yo, you lot relax, man. We're all cool
relax,
here.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? We are having banter and jokes, but we're all cool. And to answer your question, Grizzlies are currently up 47-32 against the Lakers. To answer your question, Black Diamond. You lot in the chat, if you lot can't get along, just don't chat to each other and it's calm. You know what I'm saying? Just don't at each other and it's cool. That's all you might have to do. Saint, thoughts on how Robertson's levels have dropped this season?
Yeah. I've been saying that we needed cover. And I just don't think that Simicast is good enough cover. I think he's all right, but I don't think he's really pushing Robertson. It's mad because Robertson has really good games in him. Do you know what I mean? But generally speaking, he's just so one-dimensional, man. He's just becoming a little bit, it's just becoming a little bit flat. Yeah, a little bit predictable. And I don't think he's good enough to be able to be predictable and still get away with it. Do you know what I mean? Still. So yeah, he's getting a bit found out. It's just competition, bro. I don't think we do anything in that. I don't want him to go or nothing. Because like I said, he's had some good performances, but I just think it's real good competition that we need. And it just comes back down to funding, innit, which is long.
Fairs. And to answer your question, someone asked me a question. Let me get to it as well. Warrior says, who's United's game after the FA Cup? It's Spurs on the Thursday. I didn't even realize. So it Spurs away on the Thursday. So we play Thursday against Sevilla. Well, technically today now, you know what I'm saying, against Sevilla. And then it's Sunday against Brighton in the FA Cup. And then the following Thursday away at Spurs. And then we'll have a game Sunday, whatever game that is. I'm not even sure. I'll have to go back on the fixture list. I'll have to. Here today says, Saint Feel, Gakpo has impressed me with his work rate. He's really solid defensively. Low-key people sleeping on Thiago coming back. He carved us up that second half. Oh, here today, are you a Leeds fan? But yeah, question to you here today. Are you a Leeds fan? But yeah. Go on, Saint. What's your thoughts on Gakpo in terms of, have you seen anything in terms of pressing from the front or anything like that?
Yeah. I would agree, and that's why I think, like, if he learns that role a little bit more, from Bobby, I think that he'd be good. I think I feel like he's a hybrid between like Bobby and Jota. Jota's quite good, kind of like pressing and that, and he is as well. I just need to just see. I don't know about his work rate. I'm still kind of looking for that to see before I can actually say, actually his work rate's on point. But sometimes I feel like he's left a little bit wanting. But his pressing and stuff, he is on it. So yeah, man, I've been impressed with Gakpo still. That's why, to be fair, like I said, I was like, actually, you know what? No, he's impressed me. Keep him in the starting lineup and bring Nunes on in the middle. Thiago coming back.
Yeah, he's saying he's an Arsenal fan. He's saying Thiago carved him off. He said he's an Arsenal fan, so obviously he's talking about that game.
Thiago, cool and that, but it's just his availability, innit? It's a bit mad. But when he's there, Thiago's still one of my favourite players, man. Just don't like the way in which, I guess, Klopp's using him as such. I wanted to see Thiago used in a different, more technical way. But yeah.
No, fairs. Like I said, hey, Black Diamond, bless up every single time. Let's see to this. Joe might sign a new contract for or against it. Say, I think you need 2 centre backs.
Yeah, I'm not really for it, bro. I'm not gonna lie, man.
Not even as a squad player.
We don't have time for squad players, bro. Like, you know, them ones there. We don't have time for squad players. So, like. No, I'm not really on it, bro. But the only thing is, I think in terms of a squad player, it might be a case if we get a good centre back, a decent centre back, like not squad player, like a decent centre back to challenge. What's it called?
Kanate.
Yeah.
Yeah, you lot are really in a bad way in terms of your squad. Jeez.
Yeah, bad way, bro.
It's bad.
Real bad way. Like, I've been telling you this as well. I've told you
this. You did say this. You have. I didn't realize how bad it was till you told me. I was just like running through the squad, and in terms of like players you need to replace.
So you said Kanate. No, we need someone who can challenge Verge.
You need Virgil van Dijk. Okay, first.
Yeah, and then we can have. Because we can't let go of Joe Gomez, in it, so we can have Joe Gomez as a right back, backup option, and have Matip as a fourth choice. Then cool, can work. That's probably. Do you know what I mean?
No, first. No, I hear what you're saying there, fam. Flawless. Do you think Lindelof is good enough, but Maguire's making him look bad? No, I don't think Lindelof is good enough. Does Maguire make him look worse? Yes, everybody looks worse next to Maguire, but that doesn't mean that Lindelof is good enough. He's not. You know what I'm saying? And that on the ball, fine. I have no issues. When it's playing out from the back, ball at his feet, he can play short passes, he can play long passes, he can clip balls over the top into the attackers. He's done that. He did it a couple of times last season. I think Rashford actually got a couple of assists off it. That's fine. My biggest issue with Lindelof is him defensively, even though he was very good against Forest. At best, he's a squad player. And when I say squad player, I'm not even saying he's first option. I don't want it to be Martinez and Varane, and then Lindelof is the backup to that as soon as one of those two get injured. Like, no, he's not good enough. He's not physical enough, not quick enough. He's not what's the word I'm looking for? He's too passive as a defender for me. He's not confrontational. He's not confrontational. He don't engage. There was a goal we conceded against when we lost to Villa 3-1, and it might have been Watkins. Player literally dribbled from the halfway line into our box. And Lindelof just didn't engage. Give away a foul on the halfway line. If you don't want to chase him, cool. Give away a foul on the halfway line, get booked, or just have the foul and then be calm. But that's Lindelof for you. Too often I've seen him in his United career not engage, not be like aggressive enough. And you can have smart aggression, like Varane's not the most engaging, but he'll engage at the right time. He's not the most aggressive, but he'll be aggressive enough. Lindelof too passive, way too passive. And in an athlete's game, you get killed out here, and that's what we've seen happen with Lindelof too many times. That's why I don't think Luke Shaw's a better centre back than him. Wild to say in 2023. But yeah, if he's to stay, I want him as 5th choice. I've already said this. Sign another centre back as backup to Varane, and then have Martinez and Shaw. And if Lindelof stays as the 5, cool. But he should be no higher than 5. No higher than 5. Not good enough at all. You lot continue to bump up the likes as well. Continue to hit the share button, subscribe, all that good stuff. C1 says availability, the best ability. Is that saying overrated? Question to Saint and Flawless. It's on to me. C1,
the best ability. Is that saying a question? Nah, bro. Like not to me, bro. You know them ones there because
like, talk about it.
When my favorite players are like Thiago and them man. They're like. The fact that if touch wood, like if we didn't have Salah and all of that, do you know what I mean? Who are so available, rather it would be mental. Do you know them ones there? I think obviously it's not the only ability, but it is definitely a high ability. Because when you've got someone who's got all the other abilities high, but his availability ain't great, it's a shame.
That's it. So that's it. C1 in terms of. Is it overrated? No, because that's one thing you need any player in any position of any age, in any league, in any team to be successful. He has to have that. Same way I ban C1. You've heard me mention this when I talk about pace and power and how important that is as an attacker. This is just as important because you can have all the attributes in the world. You can be 10-10 out of everything. 10-10. You can be prime Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Zidane rolled into one. But if you only play 10 out of 40 matches, what use are you? That's what it is. So, I don't think it's overrated. And you see it, like, whether it's at my club with Martial, whether you see it with Thiago at Saints Club, and it's different. And there's many players who have been like that over the past, like, or you just can't stay fit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've said it for the longest about Martial. Big fan of Martial. Have no doubt about his talent on the pitch. Never doubted him once from an ability standpoint. He just can't stay fit. So it's like, what use are you if I can't get you to stay fit the majority of the time? The success Liverpool have had as of late in terms of their Champions League and their Premier League winning sides, the majority of that side, the 11 was fit for the entire season, all 50-plus games. If you go back and look, so just take the Premier League, guaranteed out of 38, there was no one who played less than 30. There was no one who played less than 33. Out of Alisson, Van Dijk, Robertson, Trent, Fabinho, Salah, Mane, Firmino. Just off the top of my head, if you go look at their numbers, you can see that they played consistently. Like, that's what it is. Like, it wouldn't have been the same if Salah was only fit for 15 games or was only fit for 20 out of the 38. They might not win that league if he's only fit for 20 out of the 38. Or same with a Van Dijk, or same with a Trent or Robertson or whoever. Like, that's legit what it is. So it's vitally important. It's top of the list. When you're scouting someone, that's probably the first thing I'm looking at. That's what I'm at. All right, what's his injury record? Is he available? Right, that's how I look at it.
It's high. It's up there, man. It's high.
Super high. Let's see. X says, who's been more available, Thiago or Martial this season? They can't be far from one another. Probably Thiago. Because I barely remember seeing Martial like that.
Maybe.
Probably. Yeah. Probably. There might not be much in it, but neither of them have been available. I bet if I ask Saint right now, has he seen Thiago as much as he wanted, he'll say no.
No way.
You wish Thiago was available 38 games for the whole season. You know what I'm saying? The difference he could make to Liverpool. They might be in the top 4 if he had stayed fit the whole season. It's a strong possibility. Same way, where would Manchester United be if Martial had managed to stay fit for the entire season? Where would we be? Like, that's how I'm looking at it. We'll get to the final few before we cut out. Warrior J says, Flawless, which centre-back do you want then? In terms of profile, LFC for the double mention it, Kim Min Jae. And I'm just saying profile-wise. I've not watched him week in, week out. But like I say very much on this show and all the shows I'm on, when it comes to signing players, if they're not in the Premier League, I'll be like, all right, give me the profile. I like Kim Min Jae's profile. And they're saying his release clause is like 45, 40 million. He's played in the Champions League. He's playing in Serie A, so he's playing at a high level. Played in the World Cup too. So I'm like, why not? That's a steal. You know what I'm saying? To get a player for 40, 45 M's. Nuno says, flawless. Some people crying because Bruno's not playing tomorrow. I'm not bothered. Are you worried? No. I'm not worried. People are concerned. And I'm like, nah. Like, no. People are like, oh, you play much worse without Bruno. Speaking of availability, he's someone who never gets injured. He's always there. He ain't even injured missing this game. He's suspended. So to people who are like, oh, you play better, we need him, we play better with him. We've never seen United consistently without him to say so. So I want to see how we look. Not just tomorrow. I'd love us to, I'm not wishing injury on him, but I'd love us to play 4 or 5 matches without him, just to see how it looks. Just to see how it looks. That's what it is. That's just me though. People are like, oh, you wishing injury on him? No. That's just what I want. Play simple says Saint, what is the strength and weakness of this current squad? What positions would you strengthen to compete next season?
The strength of our squad at the moment is our forward line. Not collectively in terms of patterns of play, but in terms of individual, like our forward line is probably, I'd say, our strength. Weakness at the moment would be our defense and undoubtedly our midfield. In terms of what positions I would strengthen to compete, we need to strengthen our back line, mainly a new centre back. I would like some competition for both full backs, but serious competition for at least one. We have to have something probably for Trent. We need two. We need two. Possibly could do with 3 midfielders, like first team proper midfielders. And we need someone adequate to back up our right hand side, because we do not have that, and we haven't had that for time. So yeah, those are the positions.
It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I'm in the same boat now. Like my team needs a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm 100%.
A lot. You know, like that.
It is. But hey, big up all of you lot. Obviously, you normally get this show Tuesday nights, but the reason why you got it Wednesday nights is because it was the Chelsea Real Madrid game. So that's why I moved the Q&A forward to yesterday. I know that all the questions and all the talk was going to be about that. City obviously got past Real Madrid, but I knew there was going to be much less questions on that as well. And we'll end on this one, actually. Nuno says, Saint, do you think sentiment stops your fans from criticizing Klopp? I think he may be washed. Wow, that's strong words. Washed,
yeah, I don't know if he's washed. I just definitely feel like he needs to be, I've been saying this, he needs to be criticized. He needs to be under more scrutiny, because we are a club that deserves more, regardless of his past exploits, which have been brilliant. No one ain't saying that, but we don't live in the past. We live going forward, and I definitely feel sentiment. I don't just feel it's sentiment, but I like Klopp is a media darling, and not all of them are Liverpool fans. You get it? So it's not just sentiment. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like I don't know what it is, but yeah, for our fans, it is definitely sentiment, and it's like, you know, we ain't seen someone as success. With Chelsea, the reason they're able to be so cutthroat is because they've seen success with every manager. Yes. Do you know what I mean? High levels of success with so many managers. So like they can pretty much detach their feelings and say, oh, you know what, boom, he can go whatever. Thomas Tuchel, as much as it hurts, cool. Because, do you know what I mean? If they hadn't seen no real success other than the success that Thomas Tuchel had brought them, well, they would be cake right now. Do you know them ones there? Them man have. It's just, that's what it is with us. We ain't had them levels of success. He's brought us that level of success, so it's hard to then be like, oh, we're moving on. Do you see what I'm saying? Or even criticize. Do you see what I'm saying? Right. So yeah, it's but no, I don't know if he's washed. I don't think he's washed. I still think he's a very good manager. I just think he just needs to be like all geniuses, bro. Like all geniuses, they need to be contained and, do you know what I mean? Do one thing. I feel like he's maybe, he's not the type of person that needs to have the reins over a lot of things within the club, because I don't think it's working out.
Nah, fairs. Hey, salute to everyone who's continued to support. Obviously, we're going to keep the show on the road as well. Like I said, there's a playlist for this show in particular. If it's your favorite, all you have to do is check out the playlist. You know what I'm saying? All you have to do, click the playlist, and then all the Manchester United Liverpool shows with myself and Saint will pop up. You get it every Tuesday at midnight, people. So all you have to do, check out the upcoming live stream schedule, because it lets you know all the shows that are coming up. What we got coming up today, of course, Sevilla versus Manchester United, second leg Europa League watch along right here on the YouTube. Then following that, you will get the Manchester United Arsenal show with myself and Cam. So, Cam's got to have a lot to talk about with Arsenal dropping points at West Ham. He's still livid now. Like, he's still livid. He has been shouting and ranting and raving on Twitter the whole week. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be his Thursday. You've been going on about this since Sunday.
Yeah,
all you have to do is check out his
imagine.
Twitter. Yeah, 100%. And then following that, we'll be back on the Twitch for NBA playoff watch-alongs, people. Clippers Suns game 3. LA Clippers Phoenix Suns game 3. That series tied at 1-1. So that's going to be good. That's over on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch. But Saint, my bro, always blessed to have you on. Anything you want to add before we close up?
Nah, man, love up this show, man. Love up the people in the chat. Great questions, and that's a good show, man. Yeah, man. So we're here.
100%.
Yeah, we're here, man.
100%.
Like you said, keep liking up the things. Please hit that subscribe if you haven't. And yeah, man.
Yes. Yeah, man. Love to everyone who has locked in. Bajan Pops LFC, I see you. You know what I'm saying? Love to see my Bajans in the building. Sid, I see you as well. Says good show. Good night, Flawless, and saying, yeah, I'm saying good night to you too. Love to everyone that's locked
Everyone
in
have a good
well.
night, man.
And yeah, you know what, people, Rants is on Twitch doing the Lakers Grizzlies game. So head over there, and all of you lot, you are locked in here, all the NBA heads, head to Rants' Twitch. You know what I'm saying? Because he's doing Lakers Grizzlies right now. But man, love to everyone that's locked in. Once this show ends, it's going to send you to the United Sevilla Europa League watch along. All I need you lot to do is click that like on the video and then close it off. But this has been the Manchester United Liverpool show. Man United meets Analysis at Anfield podcasts live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in.